Now, rumors are circulating that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade are heading straight for divorce, and that they have been living apart for months. This comes after Dwayne was caught cheating on Gabrielle with several different women once more. Gabrielle is sick and tired of being cheated on, and it appears that she is ready to end things. Let's break this drama down because it's really messy. Honestly, given Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's circumstances, they too kept their divorce quiet. We can all agree that Dwayne and Gabrielle made a cute couple and that it seemed like they would stick together and succeed in their marriage. However, I can't say that it's particularly shocking that this is happening, as there have long been rumors that their marriage isn't as perfect as it seems on the outside. To start, when Dwayne and Gabrielle first met in 2007, they were both involved with other people. While Dwayne was married to his high school sweetheart, CONFRONTS, Gabrielle was in a relationship. Just a few months after Gabrielle ended her relationship, Dwayne filed for divorce from Con. This sparked rumors that he and Gabrielle had gotten involved while they were in separate relationships, but they have always denied this, with Dwayne insisting that Gabrielle had no bearing on his divorce. However, no one really bought this, as they felt he was just trying to maintain his public persona. What's interesting about this is that, coincidentally, Gabrielle and Dwayne came out with their relationship in 2010, the same year that Dwayne's divorce from Con was finalized. I don't think so. Sivan also believed that they were involved because she filed a lawsuit against Dwayne and Gabrielle, saying that their relationship caused her and her kids a lot of distress. However, the lawsuit was tossed out, and the two lovebirds continued to blossom well for a while. That is because it wasn't long before cheating allegations came against Dwayne, with multiple sources coming out to claim that he had cheated on Gabrielle multiple times with multiple women, including actress Lauren London. One of his side pieces actually came out and said, "I too had my situation with Dwayne. Can't lie, he is great in bed. But I definitely would not take him seriously the way Gabrielle does. He sleeps with and flies bees out all the time. They like to act like they are Michelle and Barack, when in reality, things are not what they see. Every time some type of gossip comes out, they have to make an appearance to show the media how real they are. He's involved with many girls, and that's to say the least, and everyone that deals with him knows this. Either Gabrielle knows this and doesn't care, or she is playing, which I find hard to believe." Well, Gabrielle and Dwayne continued to fight to prove that they were the perfect couple, but then they broke up in 2013. But they ended up patching things up in November of that same year. But not without a major issue. Dwayne had gotten someone else pregnant in the short few months that they had broken up. And it wasn't just any woman, it was A.A. Mater, who had been his very good friend for a long time. The fact that he was quick to jump in bed with Aza so soon after his breakup with Gabrielle have people wondering if he had been in her bed all along. I mean, we already know that he had been cheating on Gabrielle with multiple women, so it would fit that he was messing around with A.A. while he was with Gabrielle. Well, like I said, he and Gabrielle ended up getting back together, and according to Dwayne, he was terrified to tell her that he had had a baby on her, and he claims that it's one of the most difficult things that he has ever done in his life. Was it harder for you to sit down and have a conversation and to tell her that something had happened outside the relationship, or losing the finals? Way harder to have a conversation with my now wife. Gabrielle was understandably hurt, but she chose to continue the relationship even though he had a whole baby on her. And for many fans, this served as proof that she had actually known about his cheating habits all along, but she was fine with turning a blind eye to it and pretending that it didn't happen as long as he kept it discreet. She acted like she was cool with the whole baby thing. But fans believe that she low-key hates the situation because she and Dwayne barely talk about it or even acknowledge his love child, and it's like he doesn't even exist. But that's still not all about why their marriage is low-key weird, because Gabrielle once revealed that they split the bills 50-50. It's weird to say, "I'm head of household," 'cause in this household, we split everything 50-50s. But in the other households that each of us have to support it puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back. That is like you better work, you better work. This didn't make sense to a lot of people, because Gabrielle is worth about 40 million while Dwayne is worth about 170 million. There is a 130 million difference in their income and net worths, so people felt like it was unfair to Gabrielle because he made way more than she did. And there should have been better ways to address the situation, but it got worse. Because the Wayne came out to reveal that Gabrielle was the one who always insisted on paying 50% at all times. And it was because he made a statement that left her feeling hurt. We decided together, because I think I said one time we was in Miami. I said something about it being my house that I paid for. My wife looked at me. She was like, "You will never say that to me again when it's something that we share," and so my wife was like that when we moved to LA. I got half on it. "You will never say my house again." He got a lot of smoke for this. Because fans felt like he made Gabrielle feel super insecure financially, to the point where she felt like she needed to come up with 50% of everything, so that he could never say something like that to her again. But somehow that's still not all, because Jaguar Wright came out a couple of months ago to claim that Gabrielle and Dwayne were a weird couple who liked to host nude parties in their homes where they all got into the pool naked. She also claimed that they were both bisexual and did things to other men in their homes, hosted orgies, and all that stuff. They getting older. I guess it just moved over to the White House energy transfers. I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back, and there was a bunch of old fingas and young boys back there all ass naked in the White House. So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking about boy child. If there is one thing that we got to learn from these celeb couples, is that these folks be wangin' now. According to a blind post on Gabrielle and Dwayne, have been separated for a while now. And it has something to do with his cheating on her, the item said. So fans are sensing that something's up between Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, who have been married since 2014. Okay, that's a pretty long time to be married. Yeah, fans are onto something. I received a couple messages. Somebody asked me, "Do you get blind items about Dwayne Wade being unfaithful? He's very close to a woman who isn't Gabrielle. Could have been a groupie, no one I recognized. But he was very close to her and spoke to her and only her for the 2 hours I was there." Okay. By the way, I didn't ask where this was. And I did answer this person that no, I do not receive any blind items about Dwayne being infidelity. Gabrielle also had some interesting posts on her Instagram, one with a caption that read, "When clarity, truth, and transparency are present, there's only room for evolution." So I don't know how you want to, interpret that. Somebody else messaged me and said Gabrielle just posted on her Snapchat a pic of their daughter and wrote, "I do anything for her peace," which could be taken a few ways. Somebody else messaged me, so fans are picking up on this. Is the point that Dwayne keeps posting with the kids and not with Gabrielle, and Gabrielle has only been posting with their daughter and not his other kids. And they didn't know what was going on. This is what this person said. They will be like Will and Jada SL Merrill and Dawn 2.0, that if they ever separate, they will keep it quiet and live their separate lives, but continue to put on a united front for years, if necessary. Child talk about crazy. And according to the insider, Gabrielle is sick of Dwayne having constant affairs on her, while she appreciates him being decent enough to keep things discreet. He has been getting careless. As of lately, another insider claimed that they are currently on break, trying to figure out the best way to move forward from here. Gabrielle is terrified of being embarrassed in public, so things are kind of tough for them right now. They've also been both spotted out and about without rings, so safe to say that their marriage is very shaky right now. Well, y'all can trust fans to share their thoughts on this. And they left comments saying I believe it, because it's the least surprising news ever. Imagine eating a man's and going 50-50 with him, only to still be cheated on. Plus, she stayed after the break. Baby sad, I believe this. And I think she will fight tooth and nail to hide it, until he's caught out here publicly. Maybe another baby, then they'll have to confess. Surprise they made it this long anyway. But I'm sure it's because he stays away from her. Her and only surprise is that he's allegedly getting close with another woman. Thought for sure his next allegations would involve a man. Chatty Gabby still divides the